Alright, things have happened very quickly over the last few hours with Helldivers, and to be honest, it didn't look like we would even make it to this point. Welcome to the channel, it's LtBuzzLitebeer, and I've had to steer clear from posting content for this week because, and maybe you can hear from my voice, I am super sick, but you know, democracy waits for no one, and we've got news to discuss, including the Helldivers snatching a victory from the jaws of defeat, a new Superstore, a new daily, transmissions and dispatches from Helldivers HQ, and a lot more. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. In case you haven't done so already, make sure to smash subscribe and ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. And since you like freedom and justice so damn much, you will definitely be interested in today's awesome video sponsor. Did you know that your internet service provider like AT&T or Verizon knows every single website you visit? And what's worse is they can sell that information to ad companies and tech megacorps who will then use that data to target you. Well, ExpressVPN puts a stop to all of that. It uses an encrypted server, creating a private link between your device and the internet so that your online activity can't be seen by anyone. Passwords, logins, sensitive information, it's all instantly protected and out of prying eyes. I use it so I can travel while staying protected because while on public Wi-Fi, at hotels, airports, even the subway, anyone on that same Wi-Fi can steal my information. I've accessed bank accounts and credit cards, answered security questions, and even made large purchases, and since that information is extremely sensitive, I protect myself with ExpressVPN whenever I'm on public Wi-Fi. ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by TechRadar, The Verge, and countless others. It's also my favorite travel app, and I don't go anywhere without it. So, if you're like me and believe that your online activity is strictly your business, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/LtBuzz today. Use my link and you can get an extra 3 months for free. That's expressvpn.com/LtBuzz. Link in the video description, and thanks again to ExpressVPN. Alright, we've got a new Superstore to check out. Not new in terms of wares, but, you know, new in terms of the reset, which was set again at 48 hours. Starting off with the B08 Light Gunner lightweight armor with extra padding for increased armor, making it equivalent to medium armor, but with the added speed and stamina regen of light armor. You've also got the B08 Light Gunner helmet, the FS61 Dreadnought helmet, and of course the matching FS61 Dreadnought heavy body armor with servo assisted for increased throwing range by 30%. You know, for those extra deep stratagem and grenade tosses, along with plus 50% limb health. I had 90% of this video ready to go yesterday, but I really wanted to wait on the next major order, and I had my fingers crossed it would come out yesterday, but it didn't. So I decided to hold off until today, Friday, before pushing it live. So you're going to be seeing a mix of Thursday's major order completion info along with today's latest news, including the major order. And that being said, here is today's daily or personal order, and it is to kill 50 enemies with a grenade launcher, which is going to prove a bit interesting, at least for someone like me, because the new major order is totally dedicated to the bots once again. Spoiler warning there, by the way. And I normally only bring out the GL on bug missions, where it is super nasty and effective at closing bug holes. Any way you choose, get those 50 kills with the GL and net yourself 15 medals. And now onto the major order news, and I don't know if we call this breaking news, exciting news, or maybe shocking news, but it could be all three of those descriptors. Anyways, I'll stop beating around the bush. We have somehow pulled off this insane major order, and I can confirm it's not a glitch in the Matrix, as I've already received my medals. Now, this one looked to be doomed from the onset, right? Especially when it was built around defending 10 total planets, and they were sprinkled around in both bot and bug territory. Now, I personally put in some serious work versus the bots last night on Virelia 5, hopefully I'm saying that correct, and you know, it was a brutal slog, especially because our missions were on the sunny side of the planet, making it damn near impossible to see through the haze and those insane sunbeams, although the bots had perfect pre-fire aim and were rocking us before we ever came around cover to shoot back. In fact, now that I mention it, I also just came off of Omicron and the bug territories, and it was so incredibly dark there, all you could do is just watch for shadows and outlines of enemies as the explosions went off around them. So it feels like Arrowhead needs to put in some time with the lighting levels, and it needs a bit more tweaking, at least in my opinion. Let me know if you're seeing the same on your side. But back to that major order, and I can't say it enough, I'm still floored that we were able to get it together kind of right there at the end and gather our forces to finish this one up, especially because of certain deficiencies in game, which we've talked about in previous videos, like the lack of supply lines being visible, so divers don't know exactly how to get in front of those advances or how they work, or where to position themselves to produce the most efficient results. Not that that is a requirement. I say play the game the way you want to play it, just don't be a damn troll. But considering this was a monumental major order and definitely our hardest task yet, to see it kind of finished up there at the end fills my Helldiver heart with pride. Now, both yesterday and earlier today, our progress earned us high command dispatches over in the Helldivers Discord, the first of which was from Spitz, essentially stating that we had halted the Terminid offensive, but that the automatons were still a real threat. And it almost felt like an early admission that this major order was about to be a big fat failure. And, you know, it may have been the needed push to get our forces aligned and back in the fight. But it wasn't to be a sad song of loss, at least not for the Helldivers, and instead, we pulled through, and our shocking victory has now earned us a new follow-up post over in the Helldivers Discord, this time from Baskinator. It says, Major Order 1. Freedom has overcome oppression once more. Even the combined might of the Terminids and automatons was no match for the fierce and obedient resistance of the Helldivers. Though much ground was lost, our enemies are exhausted, their assault broken upon the valiant defense raised by the Helldivers. The fight is far from over, but the light of liberty shines bright over the worlds of the Federation today. To celebrate, listen to this, all Helldivers may take an additional 2 minutes on their lunchtime accommodation. Well done. And I, for one, will definitely be taking my hard-earned extra 2 minutes today, especially the way I currently feel. And I say this often in my Helldivers videos, but you've got to love the way they really lean into this ever-evolving narrative of the war and our fight to spread managed democracy. Moving along, and shortly after Baskinator's Discord post, we got a new dispatch update in game. And of course, when we get these new dispatches, that's a hint that a new major order is right around the corner. Hopefully it posts very soon and I can report on it in this video. But with this new major order 1 dispatch here from Helldivers HQ, this is a complete repeat of what Baskinator has already posted over in the Discord. I, of course, have already read through it, so I'm not going to read through it again. And I now feel great about that decision to wait to post this video until the new major order arrived. And FYI, the new major order has arrived, and it brings a bit of a twist with it, as indicated from the new dispatch from Helldivers HQ. Now, the name of this operation is Legitimate Undertaking, and it has a phase 1, which is the citizen rescue. Intel has identified surviving citizens on 2 planets. On Chuhei, citizens who have proved their loyalty through testing of a new fortification stratagem are trapped. On Penta, citizens who have synthesized tons of caustic chemicals for a new support weapon stratagem are awaiting rescue. Likely, only the citizens and weaponry of the first planet liberated will be saved. So we have to choose, or will likely have to choose, probably because of this 3-day time frame, the fact that it is versus the bots, which are not as popular as the bugs. I mean, if we were taking on the bugs, I would say 10 planets in 3 days wouldn't be that much of a problem, but this is versus the bots. And finally, taking a look at the sectors and supply lines, we either have to fully liberate Lasath to get to Penta, or we have to first liberate Minkent to get to Chuhei. So it isn't just cut and dry as 2 planets. To truly finish this one up, it is 4 planets liberated in 3 days. Lasath is Hoth, while Minkent is basically Hellmire, but located in Bot territory. So that's going to be an interesting one. Do we stick to just Lasath and Penta? Do we try for just Minkent and Chuhei, depending on the stratagems available? Or do we just go balls to the wall and shoot for all 4 planets, both strats, and the full 45 medals? Let me know your ideal strategy in the comment section below. I'm interested to read on this one. Also, to kind of help Helldivers make that possible decision on who's going to live and, well, who's not going to live, we just got this further explanation tweet showing us which planet will now unlock which new stratagem. And so, according to this, Penta will net us the RL-77 Airburst rocket launcher, which sounds like it might do some serious face wrecking versus mobs. I mean, anything Airburst just sounds perfect to me. And there's also this MD-17 anti-tank mines located over on Chuhei, which I assume is going to work like our other mine strats, and that you can deploy that down in front of not only tanks, but maybe things like Bile Titans, and it will cause mass mayhem as the mines explode. I mean, I really don't know how either of these will truly work, but at least now we know which planet will provide us with which new stratagem. And by the way, these were teased to us yesterday, again from the official Helldivers Twitter account, when they posted these new stratagem call-in sequences. And if you take a look at them, you can see they are not currently in the game, indicating what we now have in terms of this new major order. We've got decisions to be made, new items to be earned, a major order like none we've seen so far, right? And by the way, the weekend is here, which means that our Helldiver forces will be at their absolute peak. Can we knock out both planets, get both of these, and the medals, and by the way, free all of those civilians? I'm thinking we can. Unfortunately, no breaking news as of yet on the next game update. It's probably going to be a bigger one next week. I mean, I was really hopeful we would get that for today as well. But anyways, high fives all around for you badass Helldivers out there. We took on the impossible major order and we were victorious. And our prize now is 2 new stratagems tied to planet liberations. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. All my socials can be found down in the video description, including an open invite link to my ever-growing and awesome Helldiver Discord community. We've got channels over there for LFG and, of course, our free voice channels for once you find that perfect squad. Shout out to the now almost 219,000 of you legends out there who have taken the plunge and hit subscribe. I lean on and rely on your support on a daily basis. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.